One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kidd Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Snags it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Green. With the catch, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Into the open. Touchdown, App State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's caught. It's Smith. At the 35, he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Hill. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The screen, he can go! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll run it again. Find some fresh air. Past the 40. Found a seam on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. To the air, it's Swan. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Quick release by the QB. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Mountaineers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's Green. Got a man, it's Jackson. Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Here comes the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown. Appalachian State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Rush is on him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Hill. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Direct snap. Running into the open space. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 30s. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Dozier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Appalachian State. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Bell. Powers through the defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Green. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harding. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game.
Turning on the Jets. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Timeout. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Little touch pass to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The option look. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And running the option is so important for that quarterback, man. Making the right decision. Nice job sucking the defense in, pitching the football, and then look at it. The extra yards, he gets the rest. Nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Swan. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Central Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense. Pulls
it in. It's Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking for a man. It's Hill. Got his man to the left. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Running the red zone. It's Jackson. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, App State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Green. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Bell. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw again. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And obviously you're never going to point to one individual play over the course of a game, but that right there is basically a microcosm of the day it's been for this offense. They have not been able to get points up on the scoreboard because they simply can't execute.
So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 35. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time.
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Hill. Throws to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Green. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Hill. They go to the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.